Right, Zaka, pedestrian crossings. Okay?
Yeah.
5 different types. Zebra crossing, puffin, pelican, toucan and equestrian.
Yeah.
Controlled, uncontrolled, directed, undirected.
Right.
Undirected, uncontrolled are your zebra crossings.
Okay.
Black and white stripes, flashing amber Belisha beacons. Soon as that pedestrian takes 1 foot off the pavement onto that crossing, you have to give way. That is the difference.
Right.
Alright?
Okay.
The others, puffin, pelican, toucan, equestrian, are controlled, directing. They are telling you to do something. Red light, telling you to stop. Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah? Puffin, pelican. One is the old-fashioned type, which is a flashing amber light. Other one is the new one, which has sensors above and on the ground, which will then time the pedestrian from one end to the other. As soon as that pedestrian has got to that end, that is when those lights change.
Right.
Can
Yeah.
you remember which one's which? Is it the puffin or is it the pelican that is the intelligent one?
Well, it's the puffin.
Puffin is the intelligent one. The old one is the pelican, which has the flashing amber light. So as a flashing amber light, if there are no pedestrians there, what can you do?
You can go.
Yes. All right. So they are the difference.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Each and every single time you see a pedestrian crossing,
Yeah.
you're looking for information, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pedestrian crossing. Set of green lights. You're going to be looking to see whether it is a traffic controlled junction or it's a pedestrian crossing. All right.
Yeah.
Information you're going to get from that is looking at the post to see if there's a box. Generally, you're going to see the opposite side, so the one that's facing you is going to be able to see.
Yeah.
Green man, red man.
Yeah.
Some will have the old-fashioned wait sign, some won't. You'll also see those zigzag lines
On the sides. Yeah.
on both sides. Sometimes you should see them in the middle as well.
Right.
Depends on how much they've worn away. Okay?
Yeah.
2 rules for those zigzag lines. No overtaking, no parking. They are those rules.
Right.
Alright?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So the routine would be for you to do a teaching session on pedestrian crossings. Go through those 5 ones. Alright?
Right. Yeah.
Zebra, puffin, pelican, toucan and equestrian.
Right.
Controlled, uncontrolled, directed, undirected. Zebra crossing, uncontrolled, undirected. Has the same thing, those zigzag lines. Alright?
Yeah.
No parking, no overtaking. You
Right.
can stop there because
Yeah.
why?
Well, you want people to cross.
There you go. So you can stop there.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if I was going to give you a briefing, alright? So, Zaka, today we're going to look at pedestrian crossings. Alright?
Yeah.
By the end of today's lesson, you're going to understand what a pedestrian crossing is,
Right.
what the routine is for you when you see a pedestrian crossing,
Yeah.
and be able to do those pedestrian crossings with minimal prompting from myself.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
So, you have been a pedestrian. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you know what what you're looking for when you're
Yeah.
a pedestrian.
Yeah.
It's different when you're driving a car because you need to be able to do things on the road for those pedestrians, don't you?
Yeah.
Alright? I'm sure you should have been told by your instructor that pedestrians, if they take a foot off the pavement onto the road, you have to give way to them.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, we have 5 types of pedestrian crossings. Okay?
Yeah.
Zebra, puffin, pelican, toucan and equestrian.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Zebra crossing will also be known as an uncontrolled or undirected crossing because all you do is give way.
That's
If
right.
you see that pedestrian taking a step foot off that pavement onto that crossing, you give way to them. How will you recognise it? Zigzag lines, those on the approach and the exit, black and white stripes across the road as well, and you'll also see those flashing Belisha beacons. Alright?
Yeah.
Uncontrolled, undirected. It means you have to be able to see it, think about it, and give way to those pedestrians.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The other ones, puffin, pelican, toucan and equestrian. Puffin and pelican are just bog standard crossings. Alright?
Right.
Normal traffic routine, red lights, amber, green.
Yeah.
One will have a flashing amber light, one won't have a flashing amber light.
Right.
Okay? Flashing amber light, if there is a pedestrian there, you give way to that pedestrian. Allow them to cross before you set off. If there's no pedestrians there and that flashing light is amber, make sure you're checking and off you go. Alright? They will have the same zigzag lines. All those 4 are directed crossings because they are directing you, they are telling you and controlling your actions by those change of traffic lights. Alright?
Yeah.
Puffin and pelican. Toucan. Pedestrian, cyclists. That's what a toucan crossing is. So if you think of number 2, so
Yeah.
2 can use it.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly the same thing. You'll see the yellow box in the post. You'll see the weight sign or the red sign illuminated. You'll see the red man or whatever they have chosen that are going to have for those pedestrian crossings.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
Same zigzag lines, and again you're going to have the traffic lights that can control you.
Right.
Equestrian. You're not going to see many of those in the centre of Manchester. You're going to see those more
In the
out
countryside.
towards the countryside. You're going to have a box that's the normal height for your pedestrians and your cyclists, and you're going to have one higher up for those horses, because if you think about it, a horse could be 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Then you've got the person on top of that horse as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
There's no point having a pedestrian button all the way down there, is there? Because
No.
they're going to fall off the horse and they're
Yeah,
not going to do it.
That's true.
So they're up here.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Which means horses, cyclists, pedestrians can use those crossings.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What you will do every time you see a pedestrian crossing, whether it be the old-fashioned zebra crossing or any of the directed crossings, you are going to check your centre and your right mirror. Even if those lights are green, you're going to check your mirrors. You're going to be looking to your left and looking to your right to see if there's any pedestrians walking from either this direction, that direction, any direction. If they are going to get to that pedestrian crossing, you need to be prepared to
Yeah.
slow down and stop.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
So you're going to be, like I said, checking your mirrors because you're going to ease off the accelerator pedal. Not a massive amount, because we don't want to be causing annoyance for those other cars behind us.
Yeah.
Giving yourself that time looking to your left, looking to your right, looking for those pedestrians. If there's no pedestrians there and those lights haven't, the button hasn't been pressed, those lights aren't going to change, checking your centre and your right mirror again and getting back to that 30 miles an hour. Alright?
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Every time you see those are the things you're going to be doing. Alright? If you do have to stop at those pedestrian crossings, you are going to stop at the stop line.
Yeah.
Alright? Now your zebra crossing will have broken lines, which means it's a give way. Okay?
Yeah.
But you'll stop at the stop line on those pedestrian crossings. Okay?
Yeah.
The directed ones with the traffic lights.
Right.
You won't sit there and rev the engine. All you do is just let them cross. And that's it. You will let them get from that side to that side, unless it has a centre island which separates from one side to the other side. If there is no broken part of that crossing, it is one crossing, so you'll wait until they've got from that pavement to that pavement, or vice versa, before you set off.
Right.
If there is a middle island, like I said, wait till they've gone all the way across to from your side of the road to that middle island before you set off again. Now, if you are sat there, you're going to check your mirrors before you set off.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
The idea is not to harsh brake and stop before that pedestrian crossing, because you need to be looking and anticipating that those lights could change. Alright?
Right. Yeah.
If you do, you're braking too late, too harshly, car behind you might stop in your boot, and also you might not stop in time for that pedestrian crossing and end up sticking the front end over that pedestrian crossing, which won't allow that pedestrian cross safely. Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you get to a point where you can't physically stop the car and those lights change, you are going to have to continue
Through the lights.
through those lights.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
Point of no return.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.